What is going on, YouTube people? Neo Cards and Comics here for Mail Day. And not just any old Mail Day. We got a banger of a Mail Day. At least I hope so. We'll see what the old eBay authenticity has in store for us when we open up the magic box. This is a card I have been chasing for a year. I've been chasing this card for over a year. I recently got outbid on one. So we'll get into a little bit of story time here as I'll start to get this package opened up. I have come close on versions of this card for a while now. I've had multiple bidding instances, multiple come close in negotiations, but could never just quite get it across the line. The other day, about 2 weeks ago now, week and a half ago, a version of this card, a different year, came up for eBay auction. A new flux of inventory came into play, and I bid on it and I lost. And I was pissed that I lost. I lost by just a little bit. I put my number in, and then of course, you lose a couple $100 above your number, and then you're kicking yourself. And this is not a cheap card. This is one of the most expensive cards that I have bought. So let's go ahead and get into it, and then I'll talk a little bit more about the story time. Feel free to throw your guesses down below. Let's see what we got. Last chance for guesses on what this is. It is non-graded. It is not graded. It is raw. Like I said, one I've been chasing for a while. Oh, I can see it. I can see it already. Harrison Ford, Star Wars Stellar, on-card auto. Let's get this Band-Aid stuff, or rubber band stuff out of the way. I have been after one of these forever. Pretty good signature. His signature could be a little all over the place sometimes. Love this image. This is just the base numbered out of 40. And it is sealed in no, the microphone didn't cut out. I was just honestly just kind of taking it in for a second, just staring at it. So these do not come to market very often. They just don't, at least for reasonable prices. Yeah, you could get his autos pretty cheap in Leaf Pop Century and some other products, but I really wanted a Harrison Ford as Han Solo auto, and those carry a hefty premium. Like I said, these do not come up very often. There are 3 different years. 2017 is a really good image. 2018 is a really good image. That's what this one is. 2019 is a little meh. 2020 is good. 2021, which is the new one, just came out. They were a redemption, and they just got fulfilled. I really did not want a 2019. He's in the Return of the Jedi camo schmuck, mock, whatever, raincoat thing. It's just not a good looking image. The other ones is a classic Han Solo pose with him with the gun out, pointing at the camera, basically. And then there's this one from Empire Strikes Back. Gun in his hand, with the Empire outfit on. And this was one of the other ones that I liked. I'd have been happy with any of the 3 of the 4 years. The new one came out, good image. It was a redemption. It just got fulfilled. So a couple of them were hitting the market, not many. One came up for auction. It went for $2,400. I tapped out at around $2,200. I was instantly pissed. The next morning, I wake up. One of the first things I do every morning is check my eBay saved searches. This popped up. $19.99 or best offer. I read the description as fast as I possibly could, looked at the images as fast as I possibly could, and immediately smacked the bin. $2,000 is a very fair price on this card. Most go for $2,200 to $2,400. So the fact that it was listed for basically $2,000, I didn't even hesitate. Beyond doing due diligence on the photos as quickly as possible, I knew I was a little protected because the eBay authenticity guarantee, if there was anything significant or crazy, they would catch it, and then I had to wait for it to go through the eBay auth program. I've been waiting about a week and a half since it initially shipped. But super excited to add this one. I had the money saved up in the eBay spendable funds for one of two things: this card or a LeBron auto. This came up first, and I snapped it up. This is one of my most expensive cards now. My two most expensive individual cards at the moment are both Star Wars autos. It's this one, and it's the Mando from Stellar. This one I paid $1,600 for, $1,750, somewhere in that range. I'd have to double check my sheet. These have recently sold. A base out of 40 just sold for $3,200. This is a green out of 20. Now, a little bit of a Pedro hype cycle right now because of The Mandalorian and The Last of Us, but he does not sign often, especially on card stuff. So those are probably the two most valuable cards in my collection currently. I think those outvalue any sports cards that I currently own. But yeah, literally been chasing this card for a year plus. Like I said, they just do not come up very often. When they do, they get gobbled up quick, or the sellers don't want to budge. There are some posted on eBay in different years, but they're asking like $4,000 for them, which there's never been a comp that high. I think the highest sale that I can remember is a 2017 went for around $3,200. 2017 are highly desirable because it's the first year Stellar, and they look amazing. It's the cleanest looking one out of all of them. But I'm thrilled to have this one. Like I said, did not hesitate on that one. This will probably eliminate a LeBron auto from me in the near term anyway. That is something I am still looking for. But this, once again, I could get it. You could find LeBron autos way easier than you could find a Harrison Ford Stellar auto reasonably priced. You just can't. He is one of the most iconic actors of my lifetime and played some of the most iconic roles ever. Beyond Han Solo, also Indiana Jones. I mean, we don't need to run down the resume. It speaks for itself. He's freaking amazing. And quite frankly, he's getting older. I wanted to lock this in before something bad happened, because then prices are probably going to go way higher. So thrilled to add this one. This one will not be going anywhere anytime soon. Same with the Pedro Pascal. That one will not be going anywhere anytime soon. I get more inquiries about this card, the Pedro Pascal, than any other card in my collection, and it's not even close. At least once a month, someone sees it in a video every few weeks and will shoot me a DM and ask me if it's available. I just got a text from a friend of mine a week or two ago that said, "Hey, is your Pedro available? I have someone looking for one." These stellars of high-end Star Wars characters just do not come up often, and they command a big premium. The question now is if I want to go for a Mark Hamill and a Carrie Fisher. Those would be pretty pricey as well. I don't believe Carrie Fisher is in Stellar, but Mark Hamill is. But that one goes for astronomical sums of money along with Carrie Fisher autos. I am not as tied to that. That's kind of like if I ran into one, I would snag one. This was the main one that I want. Actually, these two were the main two that I wanted. I'm kind of a scoundrel type of guy when it comes to Star Wars characters and bounty hunters. So I have locked those two in. And then I can also now kind of pair these up with their counterparts. Let me get a little reorganized here, because I also have the original Boba Fett, Jeremy Bullock, who has passed away now. His Stellar on-card auto to go with our boy Mando. And then you can't have Han without Lando. And this is the 2017 design of Stellar. By far and away, the best looking year of Star Wars Stellar. Just a gorgeous design. And for those that aren't familiar, Stellar is an extremely high-end product. You don't buy packs or boxes of it. It comes in a sealed case. You get the entire checklist when you buy a case. It's just a matter of what versions of the card you get in regard to the numbering. There's 1 of 1s, out of 5s, all that different stuff. But a case of Stellar is, I think, don't 100% quote me on this, like $15,000. They're super expensive. You get a bunch of other nonsense in there too. So that is my current Stellar collection PC. I do have a couple other Star Wars autos. I have the Ashley Eckstein, who voices Ahsoka Tano, one of my favorite characters, and then another one of my all-time favorite characters, Grand Admiral Thrawn, with the Lars Mikkelsen, who voiced him as well. And rumors are maybe playing him in the upcoming live-action appearance. We'll see where he shows up. But a couple other ones I wouldn't mind getting. I would really love a 2017 Stellar of Jyn Erso. Her stuff's extremely expensive. I wouldn't mind an Alan Tudyk, who is K2SO, and a Rosario Dawson, who is the live-action version of Ahsoka Tano. Those are the ones that are kind of on my hit list at the moment. But this was the big one. That was the one that was super hard to find. And boy, does it feel good when you knock a big one off the list. That's all I got for you, boys and girls. We will catch you on the next one. Peace.